and welcome to Visionary Yoga TV. This is Mariko, founder of Visionary Yoga, and today we're going to be preparing the body for and practicing the intermediate advanced pose, the bird of paradise, which in Sanskrit is a little bit of a mouthful, but say it with me. It's Svarga for paradise, Svarga Dvijasana. And the literal meaning of this is the twice born. It's the asana. Svarga means paradise, and Dvija implies a twice born person. What is a twice born person? One who has been initiated into the path of yoga, one whose third eye is open and who sees consciousness everywhere. And it's such a revolutionary shift in your perspective that it's like having a brand new life. It's hence the name Twice Born. And this pose is pretty intense. It does require a considerable opening in your shoulders and your hips, as well as the ability to balance in a deep stretch position. So let's go step by step. And I find these intermediate advanced asanas, it's a little bit dangerous if you just do them with no warm-up. So we'll be incorporating the tutorial into a vinyasa flow sequence. So let's get started. Okay, so let's begin by taking that bell and folding it into half, and then one more time, so it's 1/4. And this will be to extend your arms in case the full bind is not possible for you. So the first stretch will be, again, you can do this with or without the strap. You can do it this way. If you're able to interlace your hands and move your hands away from your hips, then you don't need the strap for this version. So let's gather the bent elbows. Feet are parallel as in Tadasana, and draw the heart up and exhale. Use your core support and hang all the way, dropping your head close to your shins. Relax your neck. Let's go a little wider with your feet. And then on the inhale, straighten the right leg only, opening your heart to the left. Gathering your arm bones towards each other, opening that right side of the chest. Exhale, fold. Left leg straighter and peel the heart open. Let's do one more time. Exhale, hang in the center, both knees bent. Inhale, right leg straight and peel the heart open. Exhale, drape to the center. Last side, inhale, straighten left leg, and notice both the heels are on the mat here. Exhale, bend, drop your head, and just like gravity, hold the arms up and over, warming up the shoulders here. As you exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, and let's take a step or jump to plank. And as you exhale, you can take your vinyasa either all the way to the floor or to the classic vinyasa with chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths. Connect with your core. You're going to look forward. On the next time we jump forward, let's jump our feet wide outside your hands. So we go into wide stance and land in Malasana. And I'll turn to face you so you can see. Okay, so the heels are about sitting bones distance wider, a little bit wider. So I'll be a mirror image to you so that when I go this way, it will be your left side. Okay, so let's go here first. Take your left shoulder against the inner thigh, inner knee, as low as you can on that leg. The more the armpits can descend on this leg, the more powerful your bind. So you tuck the fingers, walk it back, and then work that opening of the heart. Pin this arm back and try not to let this chest collapse. We open the right arm and drink in those 5 rays from the 5 fingers. Peel the chest open, drop your head behind, and try to bind your arm on this side. So I'm using a clasped finger to finger hook like this. Right? And then if you have any slack in the arms, you can try a handshake, and that'll be a deeper bind as well. Breathe here, trying to bring weight onto the right foot, opening your chest. Breathe into that whole left side, which is your spleen, your pancreas, very therapeutic benefits for your vital organs, and come back to center. So some of you need to give your knees a break, so parallel the feet and just hang center for a moment. Let it go. One more time, turn your toes out slightly. Let's come down for Malasana on the second side. And then let's take the right shoulder and snuggle it against the inner thigh. Walk it out, itsy bitsy spider finger here, and I'm walking it out and also back. Push and pin the arm against the inner thigh and open the right arm. Breathe here. Imagine you're drinking sunlight pouring down from your fingertips into your heart. And now peel this chest open, the pectoral stretch here. You drop the arm behind and see if it's possible for you to bind. So this is the exact formation of the bind you'll be doing in Bird of Paradise, except the arm will be under the thigh and not over the shins. If you're not able to catch hands here, then you can use that strap and connect this way. And the important thing is to not be hunched forward, but take this humerus bone, the head of the arm bone, and roll it back to create that beautiful opening of your heart area. Try to keep the weight even on both feet, which takes a little mindfulness. So let's breathe here a few breaths, either with holding the belt or interlaced hands. Open your chest. Notice the massaging effect on the organs on your right side. And let's let it go and come back to center. And then touch the earth. Turn on your heels, parallel the feet, and let it go. Now let's face the original front. We'll take the belt with us, and let's go to the downward facing dog. Let the back of the knee breathe. If you need a little tread, and release the back of your thighs, back of your knees. Let's do one vinyasa. Rise to half dove, curl the tail under. Inhale, open to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Glide, pulling your heart through. In Urdhva Mukha, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take your right leg up high. Breathing in, one-legged downward dog split. And exhale, draw your knee to your nose. Step that foot through. Let's turn your back foot out at 45 degrees, squaring your hips for warrior one. So once again, you can interlace your hands or use the belt if you need them. And really try to get the hands very far away from the back of your body. As you exhale, fold, dropping your head, relaxing your neck. So if you don't need the straps, you can simply interlace your hands and get the crown of the head close to the earth. Now let's take a moment to touch the ground and let this right shoulder duck way underneath this thigh. You can even lift your front heel if you need to create a little bit more elevation and clearance. And then bring the heel down, spread your arms like wings, and then bind the arm behind your back. You can grab the wrist if you're open, you can take the finger clasp or handshake, whatever clasp works for you. Let's breathe. Feel the sensation of your right shoulder pressing forward against the right shin. Good. And then let's see if we can spin it or open to a very deeply bound Parsva Konasana. Open your chest. Good. Now, this right side is exactly how it should be for the Bird of Paradise. All right, let's release out of that. Woo. And turn your feet parallel. Enjoy this turning in and kind of an equalization of both your legs. Take a nice celebratory back bend. Exhale. Hold on to your core. Hold on to your inner thighs tone. And let's pitch forward. And let's hang all the way down. Bring your feet closer and heel toe them in. Heel toe them in. About 1.5 to 2 feet. Bend both knees and just hang easy. Now again, notice the snuggling or the touching of the right waistline with your right thigh. And then let's take the right arm and thread it underneath. Try to get this right shoulder as much as possible underneath the thigh. And then see if you're able to bind around that right leg. Find the bind that works for you. Handshake, again, finger clasp. Use that strap if you need it. Right? And then we begin to heel toe your opposite foot. And so if you're in mirror image to me, it'll be your right foot. If you're doing it with me, it'll be your left foot. And then we raise the working foot up. Right? Come to tiptoe. Find your independent balance. So you can lift from the core, lift from the core, lift from the core. And then it's good to just settle in here with both knees bent for a second. And then really work on opening this chest. If you're able to straighten the standing leg, keep smiling, keep breathing. This might be as far as you can go today, and this is perfect. Just breathe here, practice this for a couple of weeks, right? And if you're able to extend it, if you have open hips, open hamstrings, you extend it, open your chest, breathe. Great. Let's come all the way down. Use your core, use your ab, and let it go. Shake it out. Let's grab hold of your skull and take a nice slow rolling up to release any kinks and unevenness. Great. Gather your prayer hands. Let's go wide with your feet and turn it into a warrior two. Good. Reverse the warrior. Exhale, arm. Let's take your hands inside the foot. Heel toe the foot to the right edge of your mat and ease your back knee onto the mat. Get a nice stretch, elbow. Maybe gather your prayer hands. Touch your third eye. Once you have this contact, you can re-elevate the back knee for straightness. Breathe. Great. And while we're at it, let's keep the elbows about shoulder width and let's go to elbow plank. And let's go to a dolphin pose. Relax your neck. It's just to create an even opening of the shoulders in a different direction. That's required for bird of paradise pose. Getting you to breathe, getting you to open your heart, and keeping the core lifted into your spine. Let's come off your elbows to your hands. So turn the dolphin into downward dog. And let's take one vinyasa, glide forward. Chaturanga Dandasana. Rise, opening your heart. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let's try the left leg. So one-legged downward dog split, left leg high. And then use your core strength, step it through. Turn the back foot at 45. So it's a heel to heel alignment. You can open it up a little bit. Come up, warrior one. Interlace your hands if you don't need the strap. If you need the strap, or if it's helpful, really try to open this front of the shoulder cuff area. Lift from the core, surging up, sitting deeper. As you exhale, try to get that left inner thigh against the left waistline and drop your head and breathe. Crown of the head is descending towards the earth, or it's on the earth. Then let your hands touch the earth. I take a moment, if you liked raising your front heel, you can do this to create a little bit more clearance, getting that left shoulder and collarbone underneath your thigh. Feel that dynamic of that shoulder against the calf and the shin, and clasp your hands in the way that works for you. By holding the right wrist, if you're doing the holding the wrist, or clasping fingers, or handshake. Okay? So wherever you are, we turn this now from forward orientation to a side orientation with the arm really underneath the thigh, giving you a really taste of what that should feel like when you're up in the balance. And let's let it go for now. And turn on your heel and parallel. And I'm sorry to have my back towards you and butt towards you temporarily, but I'm going to take this to the other side. Bend your knees and hang. Hello. And let's try ducking that left shoulder underneath, right? And then wrapping the arm around, and then see if you can shake hands, clasp fingers, and then heel toe the feet closer into the line of gravity. And we're going to be standing on your right leg. Find your core and spreading the toes, engage your core. Now you really hang on to the center of gravity as you rise to your standing. So stay here, practice with bent knees if you need, or if you're able, extend all the way. Feel those toes open like bird's feathers. Breathe, and then trace your way down all the way back to Prasarita. Release the bind. Shake it out, let it go. Again, if you like, grab your skull to open the nape of the neck and roll it all the way up to stand. Heel toe your feet wide for warrior two. Pivot your right heel to the right, wrapping the outer thigh in on that back leg and turn the front thigh out. Very majestic, stable, victorious warrior two. Reverse it, breathing in. Cartwheel the arms to a lizard lunge. So we take the hands to the right side of that left foot and heel to the foot over. Lift the back heel, ease your back knee down. Let's come on down to a lizard lunge, palms touching, thumbs touching the third eye. Again, we underscore this inner thigh snuggling against the waistline. And if it works for you, let the thumbs touch between your brows. Let gravity help to open the front of the right hip and just hug that outer thigh in. Try keeping your arms parallel on the ground. Raise your back knee and step it back for elbow plank. Press forward through the palms and forearms. Walk your feet forward into dolphin. Just let your neck go. Press your armpits, the triceps, the lungs towards your thighs. Right? And either one arm at a time or both arms together. Come to down dog. Walk this back a little bit. One vinyasa. Unfurl your way to plank. Chaturanga, halfway down. Glide to the upward facing dog. Let's take a child pose. Rest. Swing your hands behind your heels and roll it up vertebra by vertebra. Let's take a moment to just breathe into your center, the still point. And gather your prayer hands to complete the practice. So I hope you enjoy this vinyasa approach to the tutorial for performing the Bird of Paradise or Svarga Dvijasana. And I'd love to hear your comments, your questions, if you had any challenges there. And of course, it is a challenging pose, so don't give up after one or two tries. And you know, Patanjali, the author of Yoga Sutras and the father of yoga, said that abhyasa, or the repeated prolonged practice, bears fruit. And this really applies to the physical practice. So let's not give up. Let's commit to regular practice in opening our body, and I promise you it will come together. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and please do subscribe and join our Visionary Yoga tribe, and you'll be the first to be notified of new videos on yoga, Ayurveda, and living your visionary life. Namaste.